I won't say a waste of time, I don't know what that was, a better chance of winning games. So, of course, I wish all those plays connected, but, it's football. It's not going to be perfect all the time. Yeah, I mean, as far as in just, playing my game, just being a little bit more detailed.
Breaking news from the Cleveland Browns camp as star receiver Jerry Jeudy speaks out on the ongoing quarterback drama that has rocked the team since the start of the season. In an unexpected move, Jeudy has come out in full support of Shedeur Sanders, calling out head coach Kevin Stefanski for his handling of the QB situation. Jeudy didn't hold back, expressing his confusion over the Browns' reluctance to give Shedeur the starting role, especially now that Joe Flacco is no longer in the picture. Despite the media frenzy and fan speculation, Stefanski seems hesitant to name Sanders as the QB1, which has only fueled the fire.
I got a lot of trust in those guys. Those guys been here since OTAs and since minicamp. They've been doing their thing. So we got a lot of trust in those guys.
Jerry Jeudy didn't stop there. He went on to emphasize just how important Shedeur Sanders has been to the team from the very beginning. According to Jeudy, Sanders is one of the only players, alongside Dillon, who has been fully committed to the team since OTAs, showing up day in and day out. Jeudy made it clear that Shedeur has earned his trust and proven himself as someone who can be relied upon when the stakes are high. In fact, Jeudy believes that when the time comes, Sanders will show everyone exactly why he deserves the starting role. He's confident that Shedeur has the talent, the mindset, and the ability to lead the Browns to success. Jerry Jeudy didn't hold back when Mary Kay Cabot asked about Shedeur's recent comments, where he confidently declared that he's absolutely ready to play. Instead of criticizing Shedeur, Jeudy took the opportunity to praise his teammate. He acknowledged that Shedeur has been putting in the work, learning the ropes, and fully grasping every detail of the game, from the very first snap to the moments of intense pressure. Jeudy pointed out that Sanders has been doing everything the coaches have asked of him, and because of that, he doesn't believe there's anything wrong with Shedeur expressing his readiness to step up when needed.
He been doing a good job, just understanding the plays, doing whatever the coach asks for him, and he been doing a great job of just, being a pro and, doing what he need to do to be able to, once he get his chance, to take advantage of that. So, that's all we could ask for him to do, once he get his.
But Jerry Jeudy isn't the only one speaking out in support of Shedeur Sanders. Myles Garrett has also praised the young quarterback for his dedication and work ethic. Garrett highlighted Shedeur's commitment to the team, noting that it's rare to see a player who consistently shows up to the facility before anyone else and stays long after the others have left. Not only that, but Sanders has gone the extra mile by visiting the coaches' offices, asking what he can do to improve and stand out.
Most on how he's approached the game.
The time he takes, showing up early. Coach's office is easily seen when you walk in the building, and almost every morning you see him in there, talking through plays, talking through schemes with coach, and making sure that he's ready for his moment when he gets called up. And
Myles Garrett also made it clear that he truly appreciates Shedeur Sanders for his relentless effort and dedication. He believes that Sanders has earned every bit of respect for the work he's put in. Garrett pointed out that the level of maturity Shedeur has displayed is something that all players strive for, and he feels it's important to acknowledge and appreciate this maturity. According to Garrett, Shedeur's approach to the game shows a level of commitment that is rare and should be celebrated. Despite all the validation Shedeur Sanders has received from the leaders in the locker room, Kevin Stefanski continues to find reasons to keep him on the bench. Stefanski has repeatedly said he's not willing to take risks with a young player like Shedeur, as if he's trying to convince everyone that the situation is under control. However, it's becoming increasingly clear that his decision-making is steering him towards keeping Shedeur sidelined. Stefanski keeps citing Shedeur's age as a reason for not giving him the chance, claiming he's too young to handle the responsibility. Yet, at the same time, he's giving players like Quinshon Judkins, who didn't even get a full training camp, an opportunity to perform. If Judkins can step up despite the odds, Why shouldn't Shedeur be given the same chance?
Be mindful of our players and our players' development, and I want to make sure that I'm always doing what's best for our players and, of course, our team. But
Dan Orlovsky didn't hold back in his response to Stefanski's comments. He expressed his disappointment that Shedeur Sanders hasn't even been named QB2 yet, especially when there's no clear competition for the spot. Orlovsky raised a crucial question, directing it at the Browns' ownership. What happened to the plan they had for this season? The same plan that was meant to evaluate players like Dillon and Shedeur as potential future quarterbacks. He didn't shy away from criticizing the team's management, pointing out their inconsistent and contradictory handling of the quarterback situation, calling out their lack of clarity and direction.
If it's not Shedeur, I do think it's disappointing. I do think it's a question of why not? We've gone through this. Okay, Gabriel, if it's not Shedeur, because we know it's very much so pointing to the future in Cleveland, what's going on that Shedeur hasn't done enough or shown enough or displayed himself enough to be the backup quarterback in a season where we all know it's only about, are any of those guys good?
The pressure on the Browns is only intensifying as the situation with Shedeur Sanders continues to unfold. Fans and analysts are increasingly vocal, urging Stefanski to make a decision if he keeps Shedeur on the sidelines. Those who support Shedeur simply want to see him thrive, but if the team continues to hold him back, the blame won't fall on Shedeur. It will fall squarely on the Browns for stalling his career. As the Cleveland Browns continue to navigate their quarterback controversy, the situation surrounding Shedeur Sanders has become a focal point for both fans and analysts. Despite support from key players like Jerry Jeudy and Myles Garrett, who have praised Sanders' work ethic, maturity, and dedication, head coach Kevin Stefanski remains hesitant to name him the starting quarterback. Stefanski's ongoing reluctance to give Shedeur a chance is raising serious questions about his decision-making and the future of the Browns' quarterback position. Shedeur has proven himself on and off the field, showing up to every practice and meeting with the intensity and commitment expected from a future leader of the team. His performance, along with his willingness to learn, has earned him the respect of his teammates. Yet, Stefanski continues to lean on excuses, citing Shedeur's youth and inexperience as reasons for not starting him. However, this logic falls flat when we see younger players like Quinshon Judkins being given opportunities despite limited preparation. If the Browns are willing to take chances with others, why not Shedeur, who has clearly shown he is ready for the challenge? The growing frustration is palpable, and it's clear that the pressure on Stefanski is mounting. Fans and analysts are calling for the Browns to make a move, as the team's failure to take action could not only hinder Shedeur's development, but also damage his career. The blame will inevitably fall on the organization if they continue to keep him on the sidelines. It's time for the Browns to make a decision and embrace the future with Shedeur Sanders. If they don't, they risk losing not just a talented young quarterback, but their credibility as a franchise that values progress and player development. So what do you think? Is Kevin Stefanski making the right call by holding Shedeur Sanders back? Or is he missing an opportunity to develop a potential star? Should the Browns take a risk and start Shedeur? Or is there something we're overlooking in his readiness? With so many players in the locker room vouching for him, why is Stefanski still hesitant? And if the Browns continue to delay, what impact do you think it will have on Shedeur's future and the team's success? We want to hear your thoughts. Drop your comments below and let's discuss.